So I have a first section here, and I have an empty bicep file here. So let's go ahead and start with our EUC scenario and create an EUC resource. Let's do, for example, an Azure Virtual Desktop host pool. So what I simply do is I start with the keyword resource, followed by what's called a symbolic name, which is a reference to the resource I'm about to create. And I can then simply type what I want to create. So for example, let's do a host pool here. And this information is coming directly from Azure. So that means you get day 0 support for APIs and API versions as well for all of the resources. I say, yes, I want to have a host pool. This is the API version, and give me all of the required properties. And it will do that. I can then fill in the values, so the name of this host pool, the location. For the host pool type, I get this nice drop-down list. Again, information coming directly from Azure. For the load balancing type, same thing. And for the preferred app group type, let's select real applications or remote app. And that's it. So without having to look at documentation, without having to go to docs pages and learn pages to get all of the properties for this resource, this helps me along the way as well. This template, however, is of course contains all kinds of hard-coded values, right? So the first step is to actually make it more reusable. So what I do is I introduce a parameter. Let's, for example, do the location here, which is a string, which has a default value. And what I can then do is replace this with the actual value there. So now it already becomes more reusable, and I can change the location upon deploying this template. But it's actually a greater way if I select one of these properties, and this is one of the benefits of the VS Code extension as well. I can click this light bulb here and say, extract this as a parameter, and it will automatically do that. I can do the same thing for the other ones here. Extract parameter, and the last one, extract parameter. So now, this is the VS Code extension helping me along with all of the parameter declarations, and then it includes things like all of the values that are allowed for this specific parameter, the type, and it also replaced it nicely inside the host pool here. Next step you might want to do is create a couple of outputs. So maybe you want to output something once this template completes. Let's, for example, do HP out. That will be a string, and that will be equal to, for example, the ID of that host pool. And again, the attendance sense is helping me along the way.